everyone. This is Katie. Welcome to the Book Buddies, and today's video is just my October wrap-up. I've decided that since it's so early in the month, that since November isn't until next week and I'm doing my wrap-up this week, I might as well just do them separately. So, this is my October wrap-up. I read, how many books did I read? 1, 2, 3, 4. I read 4 books and listened to 1 audiobook, so there's 5, and then I started another book, so that's 6, I guess. Probably will not get very far into that 6th book because I was reading really slowly this month. I'm kind of shocked that I even got 4 books done. But anyway, the first book I read this month was Adam by Ted Dekker. It is a paranormal thriller about a, what's he called? Behavioral psychologist, that's what it's called. A behavioral psychologist that works for the FBI, and he is kind of obsessive over the murderer, serial killer that they're after at the moment, which is Eve. At least that's what they call him. And that's all I'm going to tell you about it. But I will tell you this, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and if you like paranormal thrillers, I recommend you read it, because it's pretty awesome. It really is. I was afraid I was going to get nightmares. Didn't, but thought I might. Yup. The second book I read this month was Nightmares. Coincidence, huh? No. Yes, it was. By Jason Segel and Kristen Miller, and illustrated by Carl Kwasny? Kwasny? Kwasny. I don't know how to say that. But this is a book about Charlie Laird, whom is that kid right there, if you can see it, who's forced to move into his, well, not really forced, but he has to move in to his stepmother's purple mansion. And upon moving in, he gets some really, really awful nightmares. This book is so pretty. This is so pretty. I honestly bought this because it was pretty, and then I was like, hey, nightmares! This would be a good Halloween read, and it was. And it was so good. Oh, it's basically a Face Your Fears type of book, but the illustrations are so good. Let me see if I can find a really good one for you. They're like all over the place. Why can I never find one when I'm thinking about it? So I just randomly open it before, and there'd be like bunches of them, and now I can't even find them when I want them. There's one. That one. See? Do you see it? Do you see it? But anyway, it's full of beautiful little not really beautiful, but cute little pictures. Sort of cute. And then it's just a really good story, and the characters are adorable. So yes, read this. Read it! It is a middle grade, by the way, so it's pretty easy to read, and it's pretty fast-paced. So, there you go. It is also a trilogy, apparently, and I will definitely be buying the second one, which is called The Sleepwalker Tonic, next year. The third book was the book that I listened to, and it was Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. That is basically the best description of that book ever. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, because there's not really a plot to the story, so you can't really say much, but if I tell you anything really that happens in it, it's also kind of spoilery. Because since not much happens, just about anything in the book is spoilery. But anyway, I listened to that book on YouTube, actually, and I mean there were like 8 or 9 or 10 videos, different versions, so if you look it up, I'm sure you can just pick one. But it was very good. I very muchly enjoyed it. Very muchly? I don't know. I very much enjoyed it, I guess. I don't think that's right. Oh well, grammar. I really liked the book. I thought it was really fun. It was very strange, but it's Alice in Wonderland, so of course it's going to be. Of course it's going to be. I can't really give it a rating since I didn't read it, but I'd probably say 4.5 out of 5, 4.5 or 5 out of 5, just because it was so short, and Alice was kind of dumb. She's 12. We'll give her that. The fourth book I read this month was House by Ted Dekker and Frank Peretti. I don't have the dust jacket because it's in my sister's room and I don't want to go get it. But this book was a book that I literally finished today, and it is about two couples that get locked inside of a house, and there is a killer, serial killer, trying to kill them. Basically. And the house is kind of in on it too. But that isn't a spoiler, by the way. That might have been, actually. I'm cutting that out. But I really like this book. The characters are kind of stereotypical in the sense that there's kind of the dumb blonde, and then there's a really smart one, and then there's the dumb jock guy, and then there's like the all-around good guy that everybody like depends on. So that kind of got annoying. But the story itself is pretty unique, and I really liked it. So again, for those of you who like thriller, paranormal thriller, because this is also a paranormal thriller book. Yeah. And then the fifth book that I finished was The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clarke. I finished this again today, like 5 minutes before I started this video, and I don't really feel like giving you a synopsis, so let me just read the blurb on the back. Anana of Tanaro, that's how I'm going to say it, abandons ship when her parents try to marry her off to another pirate clan. But that only prompts the scorned clan to send an assassin after her. When Anana faces him down one night armed with magic she really doesn't know how to use, she accidentally activates a curse, binding them together. To break the spell, Anana and the assassin must complete 3 impossible tasks, all while grappling with evil wizards, floating islands, haughty manticores, runaway nobility, strange magic, and the growing romantic tension between them. This book is super, super cute, and it's in Anana's perspective, so that's pretty cool because it's kind of a unique perspective. I know y'all are thinking, it's just another girl's perspective, whatever. But it's actually really refreshing because she doesn't think like most of the other girls that I have read anyway do. And the way she speaks you kind of have to get used to, but she is a pirate, so she speaks like a pirate. And I just overall really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm going to keep it there because it was really good. I liked it. And then the book that I started is The Host by Stephanie Meyer, and I will probably not be finishing it this week or probably even in November. I've so far only read like the first 10 pages, but whatever. This book is apparently my English teacher's favorite book, and when she found out that I hadn't read it, she gave me her copy to read, because she wanted me to read it that much. And I know it's got aliens in it, and I'm not really a big sci-fi alien fan, so we'll see if I like it or not. Maybe, I don't really know, but it's pretty huge, pretty chunky little book right here. I don't know, that was a weird accent. It went from being just weird to like Irish. I don't know, that was strange. Not doing that again. Anyway, I don't know about this book. We'll see. We'll see. I do plan on finishing it. She said you kind of have to power through the first 100 or so pages. So we'll see how that goes. Well guys, that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I may see you sooner than next week, and if I don't see you sooner than next week, then I will be back with my TBR next Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday or maybe even Friday, depending on when I decide to put the video up because I'm lazy. So, goodbye.